Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. This video is going to be a kind of diet related video, and I was going to do kind of like diet questions, but then I decided that there weren't enough, and I thought that I would just kind of do a more kind of chatty video because I'm not particularly well and the lighting is a little bit crap at the moment. But I just wanted to kind of address some of the questions that you've asked me over the last few kind of diet related videos, and talk about kind of tips and how to stay on your diet. So first of all, I know there's a lot of people out there that say that they hate the word diet. To me, it doesn't really mean anything, and I know that you should look at it as kind of like a lifestyle change and all that kind of thing, but I do feel like that's a little bit of a cliche, and I absolutely hate cliches, so I don't tend to kind of address things in that way. But I do feel like if you are trying to lose weight, then you can sometimes kind of hit a point where you feel like nothing's happening, and it can be very, very hard to just sort of persevere throughout the entire process because things get you down and things get in the way, and how to deal with it. So I've kind of written down on my little notebook over here a few questions that you'd asked me about how to stay on your diet. And the first one was, how do you not get hungry, or how do you stop yourself getting hungry? And the answer to that is, I know that a lot of people have had quite a lot of criticism against my What I Eat to Lose Weight videos because they said I wasn't eating enough. But if I wasn't eating enough, I wouldn't be able to work out for almost an hour every day, and I wouldn't be able to kind of get on with my everyday life if I was only surviving on a minuscule amount of calories and not managing to kind of function, and I'd be tired all the time. And that's really not the case. I'm absolutely fine like that. It works for my body, and I know I did a video about kind of like how to find the right diet for you, but for my body, that works. I've got tons of energy, I have been exercising loads, and I just feel really, really good like this. So it's not really a case of how to stop yourself getting hungry. It's a case of, I believe, eating little and often. That's what works for me. So I'll have kind of smaller meals throughout the day, and that kind of stops me getting hungry because I'm not constantly waiting on like a big dinner or a big meal. So I have small meals throughout the day, and if you do get a bit peckish, I find I will have some water, have a cup of green tea, and then if I am hungry, I'll have a little bit of fruit or something to just tide me over until when I'm going to eat. But that doesn't really tend to happen. I don't feel hungry while I'm on this kind of plan, shall we call it. I don't feel like I'm kind of needing to eat all the time because I eat kind of small meals often, as I said, so I don't really feel like I'm constantly needing more food, if that makes sense. Another question I had is, what do you do if you get the munchies at night? Now, I must admit, I am somebody who, whenever I've tried to lose weight, one of the first things that I've done was have my dinner, and then that is it. So eat dinner at maybe about 7ish, and then don't eat anything until I go to bed, and I find that that is an absolute tremendous help on flattening your stomach. So I've always found that that's a really, really helpful little tip if you're trying to kind of lose a few pounds. But I also, as I said, I don't tend to get hungry during the night. I tend to drink tons and tons of water, and I think that's what really just helps me fill up. And I don't do it to fill me up, I just do it because it's what I've always done, and it's just kind of like a natural instinct to me to drink a lot of water. So I try and drink loads of water after dinner. I'll have green tea. I drink fizzy water as well, sparkling water, and that really helps to fill me up. I've had a few comments on a previous video saying that, oh, it's really bad for you, it's got loads of sodium in it, and it expands your stomach because of the fizziness. Maybe like it makes you a tiny bit bloated, even though to me it doesn't, but maybe it'll make you a tiny bit bloated. But I hardly believe that drinking sparkling water is going to expand the size of your stomach and then you're going to need to eat more. That just kind of sounds like a bit of an old wives' tale to me, but I don't know, maybe it's true. So I drink that, and then if I am absolutely needing something to eat, I don't think if you're feeling hungry you should just kind of continue to suffer and be hungry, because I think in the end you just end up binging. So if I do feel really hungry, I'll have fruit, or grapes are a really great kind of yummy snack, and I love them. I feel like they're like eating sweets, and in the warmer months, if you freeze grapes, they're really yummy as well. So I'll snack on fruit, but generally, I don't think since I've started to try and lose weight that I've actually needed to eat more during the evening time. I just tend to kind of have a nice hot cup of tea, and I think it's once you get your brain used to it, your body shuts off and it knows that that's it. It's eaten its dinner now. It's digesting everything, and we're not eating any more today because we've had enough. And I'm not hungry, so I'm not going to just eat for the sake of it. And I know that it's nice to kind of munch on something, but I don't know, sometimes I just think that it's more a habit and it's better to just eat when you are actually hungry. The next question is, do you not feel like you're eating enough calories? As I said, I don't count calories per se, but I do believe in being aware of calories. So I don't count every little thing and calculate what I've eaten all day long, but I do think that being aware of the kind of overall amount of calories that you're probably consuming is good in each meal. So I know that my breakfast is around 200 calories, and then I know that my lunch is around 300 calories. So just kind of be aware of it. And I also have had comments from people saying, oh, you're only eating like 1,000 calories, you're starving yourself. If I was starving myself, I wouldn't be feeling how I feel. I'd be weak, I know what it's like to not be eating enough, because I've done it copious times before when I thought that was the way to lose weight. So to me, it's kind of not really, it doesn't make any difference to me. And another question I had was, do you have soup for dinner every night? I don't have soup for dinner every night, but probably about 4 times a week I will have soup for dinner. And the reason is, it's really good for you. It's really easy to digest. It keeps you full for a really long time, and it saves me having to cook things, because I'll make a big pot of soup on a Sunday night and then I've got it for the week. So to me, it just saves time when you come back and you're busy and you haven't got time to start cooking and things. I just find it's easier to do it that way. And another thing that I think is essential in making you stay on your diet is to have a treat day. I think it is absolutely crucial for you to every now and then have a treat day. I usually have one once a week. I hadn't had one last week because I had overindulged a bit the week before, and I just didn't really want to because I'm going away soon. So I wanted to kind of try and kind of keep myself as trim as I could. But I am going to have one this weekend, and I think that it is important to have a treat day where you just eat what you want, because it really helps you to kind of feel fueled on. And what happens is, after you've eaten it, you want the healthy food. Your body knows what it needs, and once you get used to kind of eating well, you'll crave the healthy stuff, and you won't want to have pizza all the time. But if you just have it on one day, you'll have a treat, you'll enjoy it, and then you can move on, and you'll be kind of craving the healthy stuff, and you won't be feeling really deprived and miserable. And I'm never going to be able to eat what I want, because that's the #1 kind of recipe for disaster. I'm sorry I keep moving, but my hair is just driving me insane these days. I'm considering on having a Sinead O'Connor and just shaving it all off. No, not really. But yeah, so those are my kind of just little tips on staying on a diet, and I hope that answered some of your questions. If you've got any other kind of diet related questions, then definitely put those in the comments below, and maybe I'll do another video like this, or I'll just try and get back to you, to as many of you as I can at least. But I hope you all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up if you liked it, and go and check out my other videos if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye.